The things we should consider post-listening or after the listening is that we need to maximize the benefit we get from the listening task, just like what we said in the reading course. This time we're also asking our students to either react to the idea or give a response or a reaction, something related to critical and creative thinking to the listening task, or something related to language analysis. So I can be making a revision on a certain grammar rule that happens to be in this listening task, or I can be asking them, what do you think, or what would you do if you were that person? If that would be a sort of critical thinking, and you're inviting them to make discussions and think creatively. And you can check the reading course for this particular part. Now let's get some few exercises on the ideas behind teaching listening before I start telling you about some activities, so that you would be aware of what you're doing before you're doing it. Is it right to give your students the listening task first and then give them the questions? Pause the video and tell me what you think. Of course not. We need to give them the questions first and then ask them to go and listen to the audio, so this way they would not be surprised or worried about anything. Okay, now number 2. Do you think that we should give our students different questions or different exercises tackling different responses at the same time? For example, I can give them questions asking for a general idea and for details at the same time? No, we shouldn't do this. We should ask them first about the general idea, then they go and listen, we get the response, we make sure that they got this part right, and then we give them another set of questions and then ask them to go and listen, and then we get through the responses and so on, one task at a time. 3. Always give them the transcript of the audio before you let them listen. What do you think? Of course, that would make them feel so secured that they would turn this activity from listening to reading. So now I do not have to focus on the pronunciation or about understanding what I'm listening to, and I can just rely on, I have the transcript or I have the script of the audio, and I just have to read it without the need to focus on what I'm listening to. So this way, it's better to delay the script until they are very good and they understand the whole listening and they answered all of the questions, so they can just get the script in case you want them to have like a quick role play on practicing this script as some sort of a post-listening exercise, like making a role play or conversation.